In response to the recent tragic events involving immigration and custom enforcement officers, the Rockford community stands together to honor the lives changed by these agents' actions. Sunday's vigil comes after Renee Good was shot and killed by an ICE agent Wednesday in Minnesota, and a Border Patrol agent shot a man and woman in Oregon Thursday. WIFR's Shrikar Rajendran talks with attendees on who want justice for these victims.
Dozens of people came together Sunday afternoon in front of the federal courthouse in Rockford to reflect on the recent actions involving ICE.
Quite frankly, I was surprised, particularly since we're outside, but as you see, it's a pretty diverse crowd in terms of age and ethnicity and all those types of things. So I'm grateful that so many people in Rockford care about these issues.
Sunday's Justice Vigil is one of several happening nationwide, demanding ICE agents leave cities and justice for Good's death. Immigration attorney Sarah Dady noted how the turnout reflects a growing desire for connection and awareness within the community.
Clearly, we have a lot of people who are worried about the future of our democracy and the present of our democracy. And it's really encouraging to see Americans show up and speak out.
Dady says the focus of the Rockford Vigil was not only reflection, but encouraging people to be engaged and involved in their communities.
I think the message for everyone to take away today is that there is something everyone can do every day to strengthen our democracy, to be engaged with our democracy, and do a little bit better for our friends and our neighbors.
In Rockford, Shrikar Rajendran, WIFR News.